I got the last strength test I did. I got 75 kilograms after a few tries. I got 70 on the first go, 75. No, I got 65 on the first go, 70 on the second go, and then 73 on the third go. But I just remembered that when I came here, I wanted to do a lower body workout because I've already trained upper body in the past through doing my back, for example. So I am okay, I want to do what I've set out to do, which is leg workouts, not upper body workouts. Yeah. Oops. Nah, no, I've already done the strength test. Oh, oh. Whew, shit. Whew. Right, so I just did 40 kg, 15 reps in one go. I was finding it really difficult on both my legs, really. And then I did the extra 5. I didn't know that in the break section, even if the times run out, you can still keep on doing your reps before going on to your next set. I didn't know that, and I'll probably be using that to finish off, doing 20 reps per set from now on. In the last set, I found that I wasn't putting in an equal amount of effort. It seemed to me like I was putting more pressure on my left leg than my right. So in that last set, where I did 40 kg, whew, shit, I made more of a conscious effort to focus on training, putting an equal amount of pressure onto both legs when doing them. It even feels like I'm putting quite a bit of pressure just walking. like this from those sets. It just shows that even from 35, I can start off at 35 when I go to the main weightlifting part of this gym. I can start off at 35 and then go from there. Even at this level, I did 35, as I said, then 40. I'll now go on to 45 now. Let's do this. "50-second break." Then you're going on to it. That's the break that they've given me. I can start before then though if I really want to. I'm starting to feel hungry now actually. Nah, I won't. I'll just keep on pushing myself with their guidelines. I'm not really caring about trying to get the coins in this gamified training machines. I don't care. It's about the muscle contractions matter more than the coins. So that's why sometimes I keep my eyes closed when doing these. When doing the reps, so I focus on muscle contraction, which is what I'm looking for here, not trying to collect coins. Or sometimes to test my long distance vision, I try and look further away to the other side of the room where there's other equipment. And just paying a little bit of attention onto trying to get the coins sometimes. Oh, that was 13 reps. My legs weren't coming all the way up right to the top, but I think that's fine. I'm doing well. This is challenging. Ooh. After this, I'll probably have a break and then go to doing like a hamstring exercise of some sort. Yeah. All right, 5 seconds left. I'm just gonna keep on going even after the break. I feel in control, but man, is it difficult. Let me just do one more because I went off that last one quickly, even though that was the 20th rep. Shit. Well, I have a solid starting point of where I could go for excuse me, exercises like the quad extensions that I was just doing there, and now I feel happy with this progress I've made. I think what I'll do is I will go to the hamstring curls, which I didn't think were here, but are actually here, and I'll train there. From there, I probably will do some glute exercises because I am trying to train a whole lower body, except calves, because I'm not trying to put a whole lot of pressure on my feet, which could exacerbate the bunions I currently have. And I'm working through now, which I need to get shoes for and insoles for, according to the podiatrist, to further help myself out. And if that doesn't work, I'll refer myself again. But anyway, I want to give myself a break and get back to it. My legs are still predominantly on the inner side of my quads. This is where I'm really feeling it, not on the outside though. That's interesting, but just something to know. Anyway, I'm gonna give myself a break, then I'll go back to the leg curls, and I might actually go back to the quad extensions and try and push myself to 50 kg and see how far I can go for there. But for now, I'll give the quad extensions a break, yeah. I don't know how long it's been, but I guess maybe around a minute or so. Gonna get to this leg curls now. Let's do this. This might actually be the first ever strength test I've done, because it's saying it's time for a strength test. This will determine your optimal training weight. This might actually be the very first strength test I've done. Let's see what I can do. Yeah. 42 kg first go, because I was learning how to push properly. I push with my, I don't know if you can see that. I push with my heels. Yeah, that felt most comfortable. Yeah. I might actually take my shoes off for this one, so I can get more power in my push. I don't know. It might help, might not. Just ideas thrown in the waters. Anyway, let's go again. I don't know if this is a handle for the curl, but I kind of use it like that anyway. Oh, oops, actually, hold on, let me just repeat that. 51 kg. 48 kg. One more go. Ah, nah. Said 12 kg already. I'll do one more. 53 kg, okay. Oh, my legs are shaking already, right? Training weight, 27 kg. I'm gonna go to 30. 50-second break, okay. Oh, man. Legs are shaking just then. Don't know if the camera caught that, but yeah. Finally challenging. Good. Supposed to. It's not supposed to be extremely easy for my body to do. Wait, this? Okay, no, it doesn't. I thought that had to do with how the machine will register how much power I'm putting into the exercise, when that wouldn't be me doing it. Anyway, or that wouldn't be my legs doing it. Anyway, 10 more seconds to go now. I'm ready, let's do this. Well, I have got handles on the side. Okay. Easier than expected. It is a training weight. Well, it is the starting training weight, so that's fine, that makes sense. This feels a bit loose. I think I'll move this so it's a bit more tight on the legs. Start to feel it in the hamstrings now. That was by the 11th rep, but my back was slouched. Solid for a first go, but I certainly could improve. There you go, that's better. Right. I'm gonna do 30 kg again just to get used to it. Right, that feels more, yeah, straight back. It's now properly adjusted. Right, now I'll be able to make some solid progress. $30 kg, let's go. Let's do this. Yeah, that feels a lot more appropriate. Okay, fine. Got squeeze at the end. I'm thinking of stopping at 12. It's the 10th one, 11th one. I'll keep going. One of the main pieces of advice, or the one piece of advice that I have to give to myself right now, is to remember to squeeze at the bottom when I do the hamstring exercises, and really go out my way to put as much of equal pressure on both legs as I possibly can. And same goes for every other exercise. Say I'm looking at the chest, I was looking at the chest press, for example. It's ideally I put an equal amount of pressure when moving forward and backwards on both pecs as much as I possibly can, and going out my way to not look at the gaming system, the coins, is going to help me with that. And just, for example, just closing my eyes or looking elsewhere will help with that, I think, because I'd be focusing a lot more on the muscle contraction, which is actually what matters here, rather than the gamified system that the machines have. Yeah, because the coins aren't going to help. The coins aren't going to be the thing that helps me long term. It's just to help guide me, but it's just to help guide me get that muscle contraction. But I might be focusing a lot less on getting muscle contraction equally on both legs if I don't focus on my form, at least for a short period of time. Interesting, it's saying on the leg curl, it highlights both hamstrings and calves. That's quite interesting. I don't know if they're working from the sides, but I don't feel any strain in my calves when I was doing it. Not really. It's predominantly hamstrings. Maybe when I really get too much heavier weights, then I might feel it in calves a lot more. Yeah. But anyway, that's all I have to say for now. proper form. Alright. It's so much more difficult to do with a straight back. So much more difficult. So I'm gonna keep that form to help me. I'm gonna say that straight back from now on is a part of proper form when doing this exercise. And other exercises too, yeah. I'm a bit confused. I'm trying to do a front lever tuck variation in which that I saw. I expressed the word tuck quite a lot, didn't I? Tuck variation, sorry. Anyway, I saw one of them and I just don't know how to do it. I have, I've gone out my way to try. I tried a few times, but it just doesn't seem like I'm getting anywhere significant. However, obviously, that's not going to just happen within only a few goes, or at least I'm not expecting it to happen in only a few goes. I am just going to, I'll keep on trying. I don't know how it works, but I think what I could do, what I could start off with, outside of going again and outside of learning how to, trying to find it on YouTube and researching how to do it properly with the help of others, with the videos that they've made, I am going to watch my footage back of me trying and give myself some tips for where I could go there. Off the top, I'd say using my abs would help, but I don't know how to, I don't know when to tense my abs really, and how to, and I don't know how to bring myself up in that tuck hold. It's not something that I've ever done before, so it's, there's a lot of getting used to things that I haven't done before that I'd have to do. But I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna watch it back and think of other ways outside of tensing my abs and trying to learn how to lift myself up. I could do it, go from there. Just after looking at that footage back, I think before I shrugged my arms, I think what I could do is I could go out my way to try and get my knees to touch the bar, and from there try and tense my core as well. That might help. Also, it looks like my back is slanted a bit like this. Having it more straight and parallel with the ground might help as well. So I'd say two things: tensing my core and also going out my way to try and get my knees to touch the bar as much as I can in order to help hold that balance. Might help me. I'll use those tips and see how I look from there following that advice. It seems like I'm really heading in the right direction, but I think what I've got to do is just hold my legs there, hold my legs up there, and also tense my core. I haven't been doing that. I've been focusing on my legs, basically entirely trying to keep my legs up there. Yeah, that's why. I think I've got it. I just have to do it now. So I think pointing my legs has really helped. I think what I now have to do is just somehow get both legs in the air, hold it, and tense my core at the same time. Somehow. Maybe I could think, maybe it's the mindset that I need outside of experience that I could use to help me. So maybe I need to think of it as my core helping me keep my legs up rather than an individual act outside of keeping my legs up that will keep me there. The main aim is to keep me held in that top, is to keep myself in that top position. That's the main aim. And to help me do that, I've got to keep my legs pointed and up, and somehow keep my core tense whilst up at the same time. Ab strength exercises could help. Maybe hip bridges could help for that strength. Maybe quad exercises or just lower body exercises in general for that lower body strength to help me as well, and core strength too, through compound movements like doing maybe squats. Like the quad extensions would help with would use my core, but I think that's an isolation movement, even though you'd be using more than one body part because it isolates your quads. Yeah, but I think I know what I need to do now. I have an idea. I'm gonna try it out, and I'm gonna keep on trying, see if it works, and go from there. If I keep on trying over weeks and it still seems like I'm not making significant progress, then I will just I'll change and try something else. I probably would have done that within the space of a few weeks anyway. So progress, as far as I'm concerned, because I'll be gaining experience, would be impossible. On that note, let's get back to it. It seems like I'm making progress, but I really want to get that front lever done. I really want to, and I'm really gunning for it. I'm really going for it, but I am making more progress though. So I'm gonna just have to, I'm gonna have to validate that progress I'm making, and then give myself a small break and go from there. But it certainly seems like I'm on the right track though. I just want to make a quick note. I've been thinking about some thoughts. Thinking about some thoughts that I've had in the past, and there's a certain something that's happened. So I was saying a few days ago or so that I was searching for a lady to speak to because of the conversation that we had that I really enjoyed, and by searching for this lady, I think I was teaching myself that I have actually come here partially to see/speak to, or maybe even have a chance to speak to that lady. Now, the trigger is she's here. I mean, she's right in front of me, but I think the reason why I'd be searching so much, and also maybe be looking at going out, be wanting to speak to other ladies as well, for potentially for the same reasons, from that one thing, from that wanting to speak to that one lady so much. I think what was going on was I was teaching myself that I am here partially for to at least have a chance to speak to that lady, when I know that I believe that, rationally speaking, that's actually quite unhealthy. However, through my actions, I was teaching myself that's what I was here for, but I'm having to now explicitly tell myself that that search could have bred the foundations for unhappiness through limerence not being fulfilled, through seeing this lady as a limerent object, because I do see her as sexually attractive physically. And I did like the conversation we had. As I said, I'd hang on to that and want it so much because I'd be thinking about it so much, especially in the past. But now, to attach myself to that unhealthy way of thinking, I'm now explicitly telling myself I have not come here for that. I'm instead come here for to train and really get at it with the front levers and with the lower body workouts. Yeah, right now I was thinking, okay, well, I've gone and said this. The balls might have A's. I mean, there are people who could be listening, who are nearby, and a certain individual could be texting about me, but I'm not. My existence is not that important. Where everyone's focused on me and the center of the world's on me. So yeah, although it could be true, it's not something that I'm going to worry about. If an individual certainly does, if an individual does have an issue with what I've just said, they can talk to me directly, like mature individuals. Right? Okay. Yeah, it's just that's one thing that I wanted to talk about, and I think now from that, I've now actually started to think in a more mentally healthy way. Cheers to progress. I've got to remember, there's this idea that Therapy in a Nutshell has. It's called the 6-pack, which she said that she got from somewhere else. And it's to create 6 different ideas, even if they might not seem valid when thinking about it. Just to realize that just because you have one way of thinking about one thing doesn't necessarily mean it's true. For example, it could have been the individual was going out of their way to put different music on, seeing as they have headphones. It could be that. It could be they wanted to text family. It could be what they wanted to text friends. It could be that they wanted to text partner or partners. I don't know. But it's not, just because there's that one way of thinking that could justify it, yes, doesn't necessarily mean it's true. And it doesn't necessarily mean there's the only explanation for that. That I could feel more at peace knowing that, teaching myself that the world does not revolve around me. And I don't have to live in fear. Because someone could be saying a certain something here and there about me, which could somehow tarnish my reputation. Oh my gosh, get over yourself, man. Seriously, that would be my piece of advice, but not in that destructive way in which I could be putting myself down by saying that. So I'll instead say 6-pack, mate. 6-pack of different ideas, man, and understand that this world does not revolve around you, and just because you think something doesn't mean it's true. Alright, anyway, back to it. Let's get back to it. By the way, I've got these 3 mats here so that my head feels comfortable every time I get to the front level position. Just wanted to make a note of that quickly. Oui, bonjour. I've come back from the gym, and I just wanted to make a quick clip here as I've been editing this video to actually explain what's going on. So in the previous clip, I was where I was, but I decided to go where you can do your squats and your deadlifts and other compound movements like the bench press, because there's a part of the machine where it curves at the floor in the previous clip, and I found that I was experiencing quite a little bit of pain, because when I'd be preparing myself to do the front level progressions, my back would sometimes hit it. So I decided to go to the rack and just to see how it goes. This is the footage showing that. Before I do go on to that, this is where the thumbnail photo comes from. Is the footage absolutely amazing. The progress that I made, is top notch. Just watch. Fucking great, mate. First time. High five. Self hug. Cool. I know what to do now. Okay. I'm fucking excited, mate. I'm now going to be able to do the front lever sooner or later. So I now know that the closer I come to my back being parallel and my torso being parallel with the ground, the more demand it takes on my abs. Now, naturally, I can pull myself up. I start off with my two legs up in the air, then I pull up, then I'd start to allow myself for my back to come like this, straight, and then from there, I'll do tuck variations to be able to slowly progress to being able to fully extend my arms, my legs. And also, I will need to get that straight arm strength so that I'm not cheating in in the words of someone that I was speaking to yesterday. So I'm relying a lot more on my ab strength. It's going to be a lot more difficult that way with arms straight, because I'll be using my arms less compared to if I have my arms curled like this, in which I'll be using my biceps and my triceps too, and forearms a lot more probably. Yeah, I probably will be using these anyway, but just I'll be putting a lot more demand on my abs. Yeah, so that's what I need. I've got a plan. I've made significant progress now. Cheers to the progress I've made now. I'm going to give myself a high five and a self hug, and cheers to making more progress. Let's do this. I haven't stretched off, but honestly, for the sake of my own health and longevity, I probably should. I can't be bothered to record it because I'm feeling hungry and I want to get something to eat. So I probably will just stretch off camera, and as the days go on, I'll go out my way to add the stretches that I'm doing. One day won't hurt, it'll be fine. But this is it. This is the end of the video because I don't have any more footage of me stretching. I can't be bothered to stretch on camera. So this is going to be it. Cheers to the progress I've made today. Made some absolutely amazing progress with the front lever. I've decided that I'm going to have the me curled up as a part of the thumbnail rather than me with my legs on the wall holding a front lever progression, because I felt more happy with the progress in which I was curled up by the squat rack over the progress where my feet were fully extended on the wall. So I'm going to add that one instead. On that note, that's it. That's the end of the video. Cheers to the progress I've made today. Cheers to making more progress tomorrow, even if that's through me recovering. And cheers to doing it, making more progress all over again tomorrow. If I don't recover, it's fine. If I go out my way to recover and call it a rest day, that's fine. But I will go out my way to train if I'm not feeling injured. On that note, I'm going to stretch off camera. This is the end of the video. This is me signing out. Peace.